Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. It is a very, very special day today because we're cooking on something brand new. That's right, today we are cooking on the brand new Pit Boss Champion Barrel Smoker. This thing is awesome. It's gonna take us back sort of to more of a traditional smoking style using this barrel and using lump charcoal. It's gonna be a really cool process. Now this will be the first time I've ever cooked on this. I did the initial burn off, but have not cooked anything on it yet. So what better way to break it in than to cook some hanging baby back ribs? That's right, we're doing ribs today and I can't wait. So I'm gonna show you how we prepare these ribs. It's gonna be super, super simple. And then I'll show you the details of this incredible new smoker. So let's get started. All right, let's talk about ribs. So here we have these baby back ribs. These three gorgeous racks came from Strip District Meats in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They are the best butcher you'll find anywhere. Order online at stripdistrictmeats.com and they'll ship it to you anywhere in the nation. Now, because I'm hanging these ribs today, I want them all to cook at a similar time, so I want them to be a similar size. Right now, obviously, they're three kind of different sizes, but I want to make them all about the size of this middle one. So I'm just gonna take these ends off just to sort of square them up. So now these three racks are essentially the same size, give or take. Let's flip them over. Now these do still have the membrane on. We're gonna remove that because it's not gonna do us any favors to have that left on there. You can kind of see where it connects right in there. And plus we got a little bit of extra fat here that I don't really care to have on there, so we'll take that off too. So we'll do this guy first. For the membrane, just gonna get my knife up under there and just sort of pry it up, lift it up a little bit. Grab my paper towel, get up underneath that, and just kind of pull all the way down. It's obviously not all completely off yet, so I'll just kind of continue this until I get that mostly all the way off. That paper towel is really important because it helps you to get that good grip on there. And now I'll just use my knife to take off some of this excess fat. All right, looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and do these other two, and then we'll be back to season. All right, those are done and ready to season. All right, now today I'm doing a double layer of seasoning, and I'm gonna start with my new favorite rub. It's absolutely the best you can buy. You cannot find a rub better than this anywhere in the world. It is the Holy Smokes signature barbecue rub. That's right. This is my new rub. You'll be able to get your own pretty soon. It's a sugar-based rub. It's delicious on ribs. So we're gonna start with a layer of that rub on the bottom side. Did I mention this is like the best rub that you can get? Yeah, it's incredible. I'm so lucky to have found a bottle of it. Now that sugar that's in this rub is really gonna give it that nice bark we're looking for. All right, and I mentioned the double coating today. For my second coating, it is the second best rub of all time, the Sweet Heat Rub from Pit Boss. You see me use this stuff a ton on the channel. It's amazing. So now we add a layer of Sweet Heat. All right, let's flip these over. We'll do the same thing to the top side. Little Holy Smokes, little Sweet Heat, and there we go. All seasoned up and ready. You'll notice I did not use a binder today. I didn't need to. These were nice and moist already and ready for that seasoning. So I'm gonna take these inside and let them just sit for a bit, start to sweat a little bit from that rub that's on there. And while that's happening, we'll go over to the Pit Boss Champion Barrel Smoker and get it started. All right, so as we open this up, you'll see here in the bottom of the barrel, we have our basket where that's where your charcoal's gonna go. Also, you can use wood chunks for additional flavor, and you could also cover it with pellets. That's in the owner's manual as well, but you could use any combination of those. Just note, in this particular case, for this model, pellets are never gonna be your primary source of fuel. So we start with just some lump charcoal. About that much to start, about half full. Now in the middle, I'm gonna put just a couple of quick light briquettes, just to kind of get things started. And now we just light it. And that's all we gotta do to start. We don't need any lighter fluid. You definitely don't wanna do that here. We're just gonna rely on the fire that's coming off of those to get the rest of the charcoal going. And for now, we're gonna close it up And as the fire gets started, I'm going to make sure that all of my air intakes are wide open to allow for that maximum airflow. That's going to get that fire going. All right, the smoker is up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm going to open up the basket once more, being very careful. And now I'm just going to drop a couple of apple wood chunks. I love apple wood on ribs. Close it back up. All right, and now that we are close to where we want to be temperature-wise, I'm going to go ahead and close these up just almost completely closed, just so that there can be a little bit more air, and that's going to help regulate that temperature. I'm going to insert my hanging rack that came with the smoker. All right, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Woo, look at that smoke rolling. Now, the smoking rack does have 3 different bars where you can hang, which is kind of convenient because I have 3 racks of ribs. So, we're going to go in with the first, in with the second, and I'm just using meat hooks here, and in with a third. Now, this particular model does have a very unique smoke circulation method. So normally if you were doing this on just a pure barrel, you would kind of want to come out every 20 minutes or so and just turn it, like maybe a quarter turn every time, just to make sure you're getting everything even. But, and I don't know if you can see it in this video, down below there is a circulator that kind of helps the smoke to just evenly distribute. So I don't really even have to do that. All I have to do is close it, and we're gonna give it about 2 hours on here, and then we'll be back. All right, it's been a couple of hours. We've been between 250 and 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's take a look. Woo! Look at that color. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that mahogany looking color. And like I said, that came from that rub that we used, but also just from being exposed directly to that smoke for so long. All right, now it's time to take these ribs off, wrap them up, and then we'll put them back on, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that. All right, we start with 2 pieces of foil kind of layered over one another like so. Oh man, look at that. Look at that color. Go ahead and grab this out. Oh man, the smell. Next, I'm gonna apply a generous glaze of what I have found to be the best barbecue sauce in all the land. I've searched to and fro all the live long day, and I've discovered the best barbecue sauce. It is, holy smokes. Sweet Heat barbecue sauce, again, will be available for you soon. Sweet Heat is, it's incredible. I use this on just about everything, but it's incredible. We're gonna put it on these Babybacks. All right, just like that. And then we just kind of paint it all in there. Oh, woo, man, is this gonna be good. Just like that. And of course, I want my other side to have some of that love. By the way, look at this color. Just look how pretty that is. A bit more sauce. All right, now with the ribs kind of top down, I'm gonna start the process of wrapping them. So we're gonna wrap over here, and then I'm gonna start to fold these 2 up here. Oh, I got a little bit of hole in it, that's fine. Like so, and get it so that I'm ready to close it up, and right at the end we're going to come in with just a little bit of apple juice. Not much, maybe like, I don't know, 2 tablespoons, just for that added moisture. Then we close it all up, make sure that it's nice and tightly wrapped. All right, set this guy to the side. Another gorgeous rack of ribs. Oh man. All right, there's our final rack. Okay, so now my ribs are fully wrapped, so I'm gonna remove the hanging rack. And very carefully, I'm gonna go in with one of the actual cooking racks that came with the barrel smoker. And one by one, we go right back in, just like that. All right, so let's get this closed up, and then we'll be back in about an hour to unwrap them and see how they look. All right, it's been an hour, We're gonna open these up. Ooh. Oh man. Oh, the beauty. Look at it. Oh, gosh. Oh man, the smell. Oh, the smell just hit me. Whoa. All right, so I'm gonna take my tongs here. Ooh. These are tender. Gonna flip them over. Oh man. All right, one last little glaze of barbecue sauce. It's the best around. Holy smokes. And now this rack is gonna go back on the smoker. Next rack, let's open it up, take a look. Woo! Man, that never gets old. Oh, it fell apart. You know what? That is totally fine, because that is what I'm looking for. Sauce. Boop. Final rack. Once again, the smell. And the rest of that rack. And there they are. Woo! Look at those ribs. I mean, just gorgeous. Gorgeous. They smell incredible. Absolutely going to be delicious. I can already tell. All right, let's see how we did here. Oh, it just literally broke apart. Look at this. Oh, gosh, does that look good. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a baby back rib. Whew. All right, it is time. Man, is it time. I cannot wait to try this rib. I promise you, I've not taken a bite yet. Want this reaction to be live and authentic. So here we go. Smoked hanging ribs that we hung in the barrel smoker and then wrapped, and just, they're perfect. I can already tell. Here we go. Oh man. Holy smokes, is that good. I get it on my face. That sweet heat. Oh my goodness, that is so, so good. Well, I'll say it again. Holy smokes. Those ribs are insanely good. Now, obviously, if you don't have a drum smoker or barrel smoker, you don't have to do it this way. You could do it on your pellet grill. You could even do these on your grill or even inside in your oven. But trust me, it's better when you add smoke. Well, I hope you'll give these ribs a try. If you do, come back to this video and comment down below. Let me know how you like them. I guarantee you're gonna love them. And before we go, we are right in the middle of a giveaway that we've got going on here on the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. In order to be eligible to win one of a few really, really cool prizes in celebration of our 2-year anniversary as a channel, all you gotta do is comment down below on this video or last week's video, which was the lobster mac and cheese, and you gotta make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll be choosing our winners next week right here on the channel during that video, which is also going to be a very special video. Got something really cool in store for that. So make sure that you tune in next week. October 29th is when that video is going to go live, and you will know that day if you are one of our lucky winners. You could win a swag box from Pit Boss. You could win a hoodie from Strip District Meats. We got some other stuff to give away too. Again, just comment down below and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Well, thanks once again for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Obviously, you need to do that if you want to win one of these prizes. Click the thumbs up to give us a like. That really does help other people find this outdoor delicious goodness. And if you like ribs, you got to check out this video right here where we made some of my all-time favorite ribs. But I don't know, these ribs today, whew, really gave them a run for their money. So check that out, and I'll see you next time.